Hi, welcome back to On the Water Flies. Today we're going to be doing a pheasant tail chironomid. For this pattern we're going to be using black thread. I'm using a size 14 hook from Diachi, style number 1167. It's a curved hook or a clean camera hook. We're going to be also using pheasant tail, black thread, some white Antron yarn, some flashback material, and some gold BR wire. You can use copper too if you want. So go ahead and get your thread started onto the shank of the hook. Once you have that started, go ahead and snip your tag end. And just go ahead and work your way all the way back down the curve of the hook. From here you're going to take a chunk of flashback material. You're going to tie this in on the side and get it to roll to the top of your hook, because you want it sitting on top of that shank. And from here you're going to take a chunk of this wire, the BR wire, or small if you have small. Don't need a whole lot. Tie that just along the side of the hook and come back down to your end point again. Take about 6 or 7 pheasant tail fibers. Go ahead and trim the little curlies off the butt end. You can tie these in by the tips or by the butt ends. It's all personal preference. I'm going to tie them in by the tips, but I'm going to even these tips out just to make sure that I'm catching them all. And just do that by trimming them back some. And just work your way back up the shank of the hook, kind of even out that body. So you have a nice smooth underbody to it. And just come back, leave about 2 hook eyes in length behind the hook eye here. That'll be for your thorax. Go ahead and tie that off. And you're going to pull your flashback material up over the shank of the hook. So it's good with this flashback material. Hold it in place while you're tying it in, and kind of double back on it after you wrap it in a couple of times. Just make sure it holds into place. And from here we're going to take our BR wire, counter wrap it up the shank of the hook. These pheasant tail butt ends are going to be too short for the shell casing on the back of the thorax, so we'll go ahead and tie some new ones in. Just go ahead and helicopter that wire off or cut it. Just clean up that thorax transition there. go ahead and take another four or five pheasant tail fibers. Just get those to lay on top of the shank of the hook. Once you get that tight in, you're going to take a couple of strands of Peacock Herl. Or one really long strand, depending on what you get out of your package. I'm just going to use one really long one. Just to get it from hopping too much on you. Just take your tying thread and wrap back to the point where your thorax starts. As long as you keep behind your thread as you're wrapping up, your thread's going to kind of push that peacock herl to the back. Giving you a tighter wraps of the peacock herl. From here we're going to take our white Antron. Get it to catch in properly. You're going to figure eight this, or X wrap it, however you want to call it. Once you get that tight in, go ahead and take your pheasant tail that you tied in for the shell back. Go ahead and whip finish that. Trim your thread and your excess pheasant tail. And then you're going to take your Antron yarn. You're going to trim it to be about the length or half the length of the thorax. That'll be your gill material on this. Got a few long ones, you can either pull them or cut them. I got a few stragglers there. And there you have a pheasant tail Chironomid. Thank you for joining us today on the Water Flies. I'll see you next time.